Evening all, and welcome back to Factory Town. So, today, well, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fire this gate off because for some bizarre reason it's not working. Does it work now? Yes, there we go. Right, okay. Yeah, so we have some. It seems that if a train is at a station when I reload the game, it just stops the logic working, which makes sense in my head, I suppose, because these timers probably don't save their states. So, yeah, okay. So in this episode, I want to have a look at trying to get something working here. We've got some cloth coming along into these packages, and I want to deliver them, but we need to redesign the town because this doesn't work. This system I've got here doesn't seem to work, which kind of means I want to rebuild this in a way that's going to have. I still want to have these houses designed like this, but I want to put the 4 different markets in there. So let's let him deliver the last one and then stop. Okay. And what I'm going to actually do is I'm going to remove these here and grab a worker and just get these 2, although I think kind of output these if I turn off the recipes. Doesn't that work? Just output what you have inside? Nope, because you only take item crates. Let's turn that off. There we go. Right. Because I don't want item crates anymore. I'm just going to have barns here, I think. I'm just going to drop off to the 3 different barns. So I didn't need you in the end, I'm afraid. Sorry about that. Right. You are going to take, well, anything from there, I suppose, and carry on delivering for the moment. Just to get it done. And our little carts can go around and carry on filling up that one with food, and then we'll go on to general goods of some description. I'm not sure how I'm going to do general goods, because this is all for our food. So this line was kind of going to be for our food coming right down, and it's not going to work because we're going to end up we're not going to fit 17 kitchens in there. So I'm not sure how we're going to do that. I could put things on top. I've seen a lot of people build things vertically, build buildings on top of buildings. So for instance, I could have had this here. I could have put the kitchen on top of the barn and then had the barn output to a silo and the silo output to the kitchen. I've got to say, although that works wonders and it's a fantastic use of space, I'm not a big fan of putting buildings on top of buildings. It doesn't look right in my head. It might work for houses, but only if the houses were of a different design. I don't really think it works kind of like this. Let me show you what I mean, what some people have done that I've seen. Let's get rid of a house here. Goodbye house, terribly sorry. And 5, I believe it is. 5. Yes. Yeah, you can do this. And then put a house on top. Which does work. But I don't like the look of it. I mean, for houses it's not too bad because you could say you're building a block of flats or a housing complex or something, but I don't know, I'm just not a fan of that thing. It doesn't look right in my head. It doesn't look nice, so that's not something I particularly want to do. In fact, I'm going to remove these houses here to give me a little bit of a buffer, and that means I can probably remove all these here as well. which I won't do yet because we'll keep them. We need to put more things down. So you, I'm terribly sorry, but you're unemployed now, as are you. That barn can go, that barn can go, that barn can go, they can go. Okay. Alright. So, yeah, here we're going to have to redesign some things. If I need all 4 of these markets in the same place, roughly, and they all need to be within range of that building there. And technically I can move it over 1, 2, get a bit more space, but I think I'll leave the food market there, because then when I put the others in, I'm highly convinced it's going to work. Let's find out. Let's remove this house and this house. Terribly sorry, but you are going to have to find somewhere else to live for the moment. We'll grab a general store, and if I put it there, it doesn't reach that house there. Right, so it looks as if the circle has to be on the centre. This building here, this house here, you see the rings? The general store is getting it because it's covering the centre square, but the food store is not. So it must cover the centre, which means I can't get them houses at the top if I do that. If I put it up there, I won't get that house there, which means we'll have to come back down with that house. That's fine. So let's remove the roads. Let's remove the packager, as well as that there. Grab a general store and put it so. I'm really not sure which direction the not that it matters which way the food warehouse is facing, but I just want to make it look correct, like so. And that's a packager. We don't want a packager. No, we want a general store. A little foolish. There we go. Right. So you're getting everyone apart from him. We're going to remove that house as well, just so I know that that's wrong. Okay. And if I copy that house there, no, you would definitely have to come down. Okay, so we'd have to change up a few things here. Let's put in the other 2 as well. Let's put in those. Let's put in the apothecary. Put that there. And the speciality goods, I'm going to put that there. Right. And then we'll have a road going all the way around them. So let's remove stone there. That house there, terribly sorry. Right, so you're getting seen by that one there, which is all good. And then in order to be seen by all of them, you have to come down at least one. So let's put it in all in line with that one. So there we go, and we'll give you a tree. We still don't have any pears yet. We'll give you an apple tree. There you go. Right, okay. So let's have a look, see what else. So we missed that one. That one. So it's that ring there. Means I couldn't really move that house to get it in there. So that's going to be the bottom piece there. So okay. Okay, right. So that means remove fences there. That means I put in a house, say there. Oh no, that's wrong. That's wrong. Delete that house. Delete that house. Thank you. In a house there. I'm going to make sure all my houses still have their wonderful fences. And put in a house there as well. You're going to have to lose your apple tree, I'm afraid. Put in one there. Gotta be. Oh, does that works? That works. Awesome. Oh. There we go, and that's the bottom. That's the lowest house we can have, because any lower than that, and the food market will not grab it. So, yeah, okie dokie, right. And you're going to have some corn in your garden because we're nice like that. Okay. And obviously, I'll have to build out these around here. Whatever. That to about there by the looks of it. So there, if I move number 8, might regret deleting all that ore, but I don't think I will. I don't think I will. Let's see, what's the furthest we can put a house? Right, so off the road one, there we go. So there. That's the furthest out we can put a house for that road. So let's put in 3. Oh, we can even get 4 houses in there, I think. Ah, no, we can't. Damn it. And that can't go over by 1 to that. That's a shame. That's a shame. Oh well, I think that house can be deleted. If you remember the correct controls. There we go. And then put in there. Yeah. So there's your little garden. And then you run up there. like so. Okie dokie. Alright, some of that there, and a bit more of that there, I think. Now, I obviously don't have to give them all these gardens. You could just cram the houses in, line them up in a big long road, and just say they're terrace housing if you want to. But yeah, give them that. And if you want to give them a garden, give them a tiny little garden and have the whole shared fencing. Because I'm not sure what it's like in other parts of the world, but in the UK, your garden, I believe you own the right-hand fence when stood looking from your house to your garden. So looking that way, you own the right-hand fence and your neighbour owns the left-hand fence. So as you go down the road, everyone owns one fence. So that's why when you see all the terrace houses going along and then you've got a shared fence between the two, only one neighbour owns that. Might be the other way around. Might be you own the left fence. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I'm getting. Right. So you're going to have to. You can't put any more houses in because we've run out of houses. And the next house is going to have to go there by the looks of it. Anyway. Then there or something. So yeah, okay. So it's going to have to go along there. A bit like that, I think. Then it can go there, and you can go there. Yeah, right. So we don't need that package manager. I was going to build something with all these trees down it, wasn't I? I was going to build a big road with all the trees down it, but can't really do that. And I've just realised I also need to put a train track in here to deliver to these markets. That was very foolish. Yeah, that main road was supposed to come in and have a train track on it, so I should have spread the houses out a bit more. Yeah, that is still doable because I haven't actually designed anything with that there, so let's push that back. Okay, and what I want to do is want this to be 3 wide, ideally. So we can have the train track come down, loop around, and then come back again. I think that's probably I think that's the best way to do that. Just have it come down. We'll have it in the air as well, so it'll be high up. It will come down, it'll go around all these buildings, and then come back again. That way we can just send multiple trains down it. We don't have to build any logic for it, which get things going. That does, of course, mean I could then also put in a row of trees in the centre. So not all is lost. Okay. Right. So you're going to have to go there. There. And there, wasn't it? If I remember correctly. You're actually going to take priority for that one. Yep, right. And oh, that works out quite well. Does that mean another house can go in there? Okay. Which means that tree has to get out the way. I'm terribly sorry. Sorry. There we go. You can go there. You can go there. Does mean that that's going to have an extra sized garden, but that's, there we go, we can fix that. Now everyone's got even spaces. We don't want anyone getting jealous of anyone else, so there we go. That'll do. That'll do. And then we can put in some trees or rocks or bits and pieces here. We'll put in some rocks, I think. I still can't copy rocks for some bizarre reason, but no, we can do that now. Okay, so I also need to remember that... Right, let's upgrade that house. That seems strange, but if I upgrade that house, then I know it's these ones and these ones down here. So, right. You, I'm afraid, have to go. As the you. And then everyone down there. We will build a second village down here, but I'm going to just destroy it and redo it at a later date, I think. Get rid of all these fences. Oh. Right, didn't mean to get rid of your fence. Could not put in another building there, unfortunately, even if I wanted to. Will not grab on any of those. That's the absolute edge of that. In fact, that one and in fact that one does not get touched by the speciality goods. That can be dealt with though by moving that house. Because we can move this house, so let's delete that one and move it forward to there. Then unfortunately we're going to have to you can have an extended garden, yeah, because reasons. There's no reason why not. Yep, you can have extended garden. Okay, so everyone there now has that apart from you. Damn it. You don't get touched by the apothecary. Okay, so I'm afraid you're going to have to go as well. Here we are, right. Very harsh rehousing system here, but... There. Put 3 in there, okay. Ooh. The road at least come down behind those. Something like that. Okay, and then where can we put another house here? Wow, that's the furthest out we can put it. Wow, okay. I'm sure there's a more logical way to do this. Might have to grab the graph paper and have a look where I can figure out how to fit in more houses for this one and redesign the whole town, but well, for now it does not matter. It does not matter. So I'm going to put that one in there, and that's going to be it. That's going to be our town. 35 houses in that one town. Which works, because didn't we have 2 more levels on the base? Yep, which gives us 5 houses each. Which will put us to 50 houses. So really I needed to get 25 houses in here. And I managed to squeeze in 30. So yeah, I'm kind of happy with that. That's fine. Okay, right. Let's continue the trend of everyone gets a tree. It's like playing constructor all over again. Your tenants start complaining because something's wrong, so you give them a tree. Or you give them a new fence, and they become happy again. I do miss that game actually. I should really play that. I do own the new one, Constructor, and I've not played it. Not played it at all. Right. Tree. Tree. Just one tree. Where is tree? Plant tree. There it is. Tree. 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 Throws you off that plant tree one because it's a picture of a stick or a log, rather than an actual picture of a tree. But there we go. They'll get their trees. They'll get everything going. Everything will be awesome. Everything is awesome. Like so. Okie dokie. Right. So that means you can all go. And I just deleted a barn full of cloth. I think might have been a small mistake. Unfortunately, you don't come to the centre of these barns, but that's... I was going to say that's okay, but it's not, because that would annoy me. For no reason, but for no real reason other than it's I just like symmetry. So there we go. Yep, there we go. So you should be... What should you be? What am I doing? I don't know. Food, wasn't it? So grain, food stuff. You should be general goods. You should be speciality in medicine, and you should be okay. And we'll put in the rail stock. Right now, you can't drop off because you all have chicken in you, and that's foreign chicken. You can't do anything because you want to drop off something, and you can't do anything because you're good on fish and aren't getting any cheese. Why aren't you getting any cheese? What? Where's all my minecarts? Okay, you're coming off the main line. You're going down. You're rejoining the main line, but none of you are grabbing any animal feed. Why is that? You're on false. You yeah, really got to have a look at the logic when reloading the game, because it does appear to do some bizarre things at times. And I still need to figure out a way to only get, say, 5 carts on here and then go and do the rest somewhere else. So what I could probably do with is having this centre line go the opposite direction. So they come on here, they go up, they grab animal feed if required, and then if not, they can come out and then go along there. Which means they bypass those. It's not what I want. It's not ideal. No, I just need to figure out a way to get the minecarts onto this track, but only have, say, 5 of them on a track. But it's working again. It's just we had a false toggle somewhere, which was causing a problem. Okay, that's not a problem. Right. That is working, that is working, that is working. This is all working. We don't need to build the rail system here. How many rail ties do we have? We have 150, 187, and we're still getting stone coming in. Still need to figure the stone out down there. Yep. Right. So, well, what I'm going to do first is I am going to put in a row of trees all the way down to there. I don't see any reason why any carts should need to come up and down this road. But yeah, I don't think there is. I don't think there's any reason for any carts to come down this road. So let's plant some trees and like so. Okie dokie. And let's build ourselves a floating train track. Although I don't really want it floating, I would actually like it to be put up with we're gonna make it look good. We're gonna make it look good. Let's see here. So let's grab. Tempted to go with stone this time around, but then no, we'll go with wood. We'll go with wood. Okay. 1, 2. I'll go 3 and then put in a rail. How does that look? It actually sits inside it, but that won't work for the arches because the arches are on top. That's how we're going to do it. Okie dokie. 2, 2. So every. Oh, damn you. Really hate that it gets rid of the road. So that's every 7. So I'm going to say we're going to have 7 between. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 7. There's a tree's grown. 6, 7. For no reason that it just looks good. And then obviously on the corners as well. Yep, there's no that's right outside of your house. That's fine because you can still get access to your house underneath these things anyway, so fine. And we put the train track on top of it, and it actually looks as if it's kind of supported. I probably don't actually want that block in the centre there. Oh dear. Oh my life. What is going on there? Right. No, I don't want the road. I want that. Then I want to grab those, if you don't mind. I want to click on that line there and then drag it out, please. Thank you so much. Okay, there we go. Right. So just this bit here to do. I'm not sure how I want to do this. essentially just need a rail coming to there. And a rail coming to there. I could loop around, I suppose, around them. Go back again. I'm not sure if I want to loop around them or if I just want to come off and grab one and come back again. Oh, sorry. Looping around would be the easiest way. They come down, they go up, they come down, they come back, go around, do. But I'm really thinking instead I should have a right. Let's put in these rail tracks anyway, because I'm going to confuse myself if I don't do that. And these rail tracks. Okay, what happened there? Let's fix the road underneath here, shall we? Then I messed up. Yep, right. And I mean, we could have the barns up there, and then the track should come down and loop back in. Go around, come back in. That's doable. I could have it. Move the barns? No. Let's just do it the dead simple way of I do kind of like the idea of it coming in, going out again, and then the barns be lined up that way instead. 2, 3, and 4. Then just extend this loop. That does in fact work better in my head. I think that's probably the better way to go with this. I did that and that temporarily. Okay, and then we'll remove. Oh, no, we will. Remove that. Remove that. And let's carry on the 7, shall we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That works out pretty well, actually. Okay, and we'll bring that across to there. Yeah, I think we'll do it this way. Oh, must remember, you can't copy a rail from a block. Right, there we go. I do not know how that happened. Floating bits in midair, okay. And we put trees in the centre as well. So, fun blocks, tree. Tree. There we're at. Right. Okay. And what we need to do is then put. We need 4 barns here. Okay, so 1. That's not got anything in, so we can delete that one. 2, 3, and 4. And you're going to become food, you're going to become speciality, nope, you're going to become general, you're going to become medicine, and you're going to become speciality. Okay. Oh, I want that actually there. Right, and then we want to go across there, and we want to come up there. Right, and I think that will work. I think this will do the job. So we're going to have 4 rail carts on here for a minute, and each one is going to be set to each set of goods. So we know that one cart will always be delivering the right kind of goods. They can take 20 items at once. And we're delivering to 35 houses, which probably means we need 2 carts of each type, but we're not really delivering that many goods to this at the moment. So, really sure how we're going to figure that out. The other great advantage of this is as well, I can move these barns rather than having all 4 of them on that side. I could say general goods over here and put my workshops down here, which I've kind of got. Medicine as well. Medicine's probably more of a kitcheny thing, so that's going to probably stay at the top. But specialty goods and general goods might come down the bottom. That's probably going to happen. I need to tell you to go. Yep. Don't know if I need to spread them out. I don't think. Actually, no, we're not going to have to spread them out because they're just going to travel around doing their own thing. So, yeah. And we've got a lovely little tree line in the centre, just to hide the bit of rails. And all we need to do is actually put in the stops over here. That would be helpful, wouldn't it? I think it would. There, and there. There we go. And that should start our people going and try hopefully get our happiness up a little bit. See here, let's deliver. Boom, there we go, that sold its 20 goods straight away to 20 people, plus 20 happiness. Now, is this enough time for our carts to get down there and back again, or do we need to have more carts? Let's see, that's ticking down nice and slowly. Can we get up to 35? 21. So it's not quite fast enough. Plus that barn doesn't have the resources in it to do what it needs to do. So maybe we do need another set of rail carts. Yeah, I think I may do that. Let me let them go over here and stop. 3, 4. Oh, nope, nope, we don't want you. You're in the wrong place. Not that it makes any difference for the spacing whatsoever, but forward, and we need to filter you as speciality, medicine, general goods, and food. Now that means that we've now got 6 carts technically doing nothing and 2 carts doing stuff. But that's okay, and there's a bit of gap between them as well. I'm really not sure how I'd space them out any better than that. Clump them together, I suppose. There's no real way to, without putting a timer actually down on here to split them up and make sure they're all the same distance. I'm not really sure I need to do that. Yeah, I'm not really sure I actually need to split these up. I think they'll be fine as they are. I do kind of wish I'd put a cart in the centre there now rather than split them like that. But whatever, it does not matter. It doesn't matter. That looks good. That looks good to me. That is working. This is not producing enough food yet because your output is full. And your output is full because you've got cooked fish, which basically I think the problem here is that we need more carts on this track here. So I filter these at all? Nope. Okay. We will need more carts on there in the future anyway, because we're going to have added things to this. So I suppose having 4 and doing that isn't a bad thing. I do need to figure out a way to space them out as well. That might be important. I think for this one, what I may do is just build the... pause. I might build the ramp one. Which is a much more simpler spacer. So they lose more time gaining than they do from pushing. So it just spaces them out a little bit. Probably actually done with putting it over here. Okay, so you've outputted all your things now, and now you're going. So that is awesome. Right. I'm thinking of changing this up as well. We're not struggling for anything here, are we? Not particularly. We're getting our cooked fish done. We're getting our sandwiches done. So everything seems to be working. He says not seeing any minecarts at all. Wow. Okay. What's happened here? That's going to block everything up, isn't it? Yes, it is. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Alright, turn around. Turn around. Turn around. Turn around. Definitely on the wrong track. Okay. You have got animal feed in you, and you're on the outside track. Don't know how that happened. Well, actually, no, it's a lie. I do know how that happened. That happened because we have multiple carts going down here at once, which is not ideal. So our output, we do with a bit of a filter on it as well, or a timer on it, so that doesn't happen. Yeah, because if two carts do come along at the same time, one empty, one, the empty one could trigger that and let the cart with animal feed out. That's not ideal. I can of course fix that very, very easily. Now I think about it. If I build a, oh yeah, no, I want that, and that. Then I want a sorter, and then put the sorter as animal feed. There we go. So now any carts that come out that happen to be animal feed will get pushed straight back in again. So that's fine. That's fine. Okie dokie. Right. This system does kind of work, but also doesn't at the same time. There are definite problems with having carts come on and we're losing the system elsewhere because this is just overfilling. That, I'm starting to think, is too long. 7-second timer there is too long for this. I mean, I really only need a 2-second timer to just separate them, don't I? I don't need anything else, especially with that filter there. So let's drop that back down to 2 seconds just to fit the minecarts. All we want to do. There we go. They can get going again. And they'll be separated enough for this to all work and do its job and be merry and be happy, and time was going. This one I wanted to have a bit longer, the 5-second one, so that it just gives carts time to get round and get up again and do what they need to do. I mean, although again this could become a 2-second one, and then we could put in another one up here after the carts are finished here to separate them out. That would kind of work, I suppose. I don't want to ever move the barns onto the main line and just have them pick up directly. That might be something, I did think about that, but I wouldn't do that because then they pick up from the first one, because you can't turn off rail stops. via toggles, which is a little annoying. If you could, I would put all the barns on the main line and just turn the rail stop off when demand becomes too high. So that would work. And then I could put all these on the main line as well and just have the drop-offs. And in fact, to be honest with you, the drop-offs could be on the main line. They don't even need to have this little filter coming off. They could just literally be on the main line unless a train comes by, drop it off. Carry on. I don't need this sort of logic that I've got here. There's no reason for that. Now I think about it, pickups do want to be off there, but the drop-offs don't need to be. So yeah, because the drop-offs can always be active. So I could filter out all this logic here and not need it. Which I'll do in the future, but not right now. We have had a problem here, which I was kind of expecting. Because our actual filter could do with being down here. Not filter, what's the word? Spacer. A spacer could do with being down here. So that it spaces out the carts before they come to their pickups. Yep, there we go. Right, so you'll go down there. Ooh. Only just doing it, that's very odd. So is that not quite a 2 spacer? Yeah, that's not quite long enough, or maybe 1 second is too long there. What if I set this to like 0.1 of a second, but then set it to exit, not enter? Okay, 0.2 of a second. Oh no, now you're set to 2 seconds. 0.2. No, you get pushed back in again. Okay. So I'm sure we did this before. Point. Very strange I can't type points first time. Okay, that works. I'm going to have to monitor that to make sure it's actually working properly. If not, I'll put it back to 1 second and we'll actually put in a proper gate system there. This now appears to be completely stuffed up because we are... Why are you empty? Why are you empty? You should be true. Why were you set to false? Yeah, something odd is definitely going on with some of this logic. It's doing some weird things, which I'm just not quite sure about. I think in the next episode I'm going to redesign this rail. And I think what I'm going to do with it is have it come down here and just pass these barns directly and just drop into the barns. Leave the logic as it is, but we'll have it grab from those two, come down, pass these barns, go back up again in the loop like that. Maybe even separate it off with its own carts. I'm not sure about that. Yeah, not really sure about that. Now I actually think about it, I really wish I'd moved the pastures over to here, which I could technically do. I suppose I can move the passages over to here to be opposite, so then we can just go up, go along, up, grab, back down again, in a loop like that, rather than this great, which will be a very big loop, that one. That will also shorten this loop as well, which will help on that. It only has to come out to here then instead. Although it will come out further for other things. We're going to have more fields up here. But I think, as I said before, I think what I could have done really is have my pastures and the farms that produce the animal feed on their own loop, and then the flour on their own loop going here. I will look into it. I'm not really wanting to keep changing stuff and doing things. We built another rail system here. This is working. It's dropping off. We've got plus 52 happiness at the moment. Not great because we've got these houses down here that are just stuffed and doing nothing. Oh, what I will do just before we leave is I will upgrade all these houses to level 2. And I think we shall call this episode done and come back to it later. So, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this one. I hope to see you again next time. And until then, as always, have fun.